So after 380 games and 760 goals, it is time for the very last match of the day of the season, introduced by Des Lynam. Good evening. The Premier League is over, and what a finale we have for you. We've got a first new league champion for the first time since 2013, and we perhaps have had the greatest escape since West Bromwich Albion survived in 2005. Could they repeat this afternoon? The relegation battle as well will be focusing our attentions this afternoon as West Bromwich Albion, Sheffield United, and of course Brighton Hove Albion look to see if they can stay in the Premier League next season.
Thought about a shot. Alexio to Partey. He has a crack! Oh, he's hit the post! Oh, the rebound's fallen! What a save!
Of course, there's a small matter of who will play in the Champions League next season. Leicester City hosted Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs needed a draw. Leicester needed a win. We've got all the action from that game. Plus, we'll bring you the follow-ups from the rest of the games played today, including Manchester United, as they went out and claimed the Premier League Championship. But we start at the battle for the relegation zones. It really was all on the line today. At Ellen Road, West Bromwich Albion played Leeds United, and West Bromwich Albion were lucky. The fate was in their own hands. All they had to do was beat Leeds United, and regardless of the other results, their Premier League safety was assured. For Sam Allardyce, a proud record of having survived relegation in every Premier League team that he's managed was on the line, but at least West Bromwich Albion's fate was in their own hands. Commentary comes from Trevor Gubber.
As for the teams then, starting off with Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United, Melies in Ayling, Llorente, Cooper, Dallas, Rafinha, Phillips, Harrison, Click, Rodrigo and Bamford, Berardi, Stroik, Cork, Alioski amongst the subs. As for West Brom, we'll need to stay up, as I said, need a win to stay up. Johnston in goal, Diagnez up front, Phillips, Pereira, Melanaus behind him, Barkley is partnered by Darragh O'Shea, Semi Ajayi is a right back. Andy Madley is the referee, as here is Click with the throw into Rodrigo, now on to Luke Ayling, back into Rodrigo goes down, no free kick, and West Brom can fetch the ball away. It's Diagne giving away to Rafinha, now he's Calvin Phillips for Leeds, Matthias Click, out to Dallas, and now balls down line into Rodrigo, it's Alberto, Rodrigo with the shot, saved by Sam Johnston. Good effort there from Leeds United, good build up play. Phillips involved, Dallas as well, into Rodrigo. His effort is pushed behind by Sam Johnston, still goalless. Here is Phillips, ball forward into Rodrigo from Click. Rodrigo feeds into Rafinha, back heel into Bamford, on to Matthias Click, back heel again towards Bamford, giving away, and West Brom will try and fetch the ball forward. Here's ball through to Diagne, who's onside, looked as though he was off. Diagne's through on goal for West Bromwich Albion, set by Melier, cleared away by Click and Phillips. But Diagne looked offside as that ball was played through to him. That ball was onside according to the officials, and Melier with a fantastic stop to push the chance away. Click and Phillips help get the ball away for Leeds. So here's West Brom again. Here's Pereira. It is Pereira. Chips the ball forward. Ayling is there to whack it behind for a corner to West Brom. They could have fetched that down and had a chance to clear, but West Brom have a corner. Phillips to take. It was Matheus Pereira with his header over the bar. Matheus Pereira got free there. Go away from Llorente and Dallas inside the penalty area. Meslier now clears the ball forward, giving away, but Leeds winning back with Rafinha. Now clear to Cooper. Here's Dallas. Back to Cooper. Into Calvin Phillips. Here's Luke Ayling. Ball forward into Bamford. Onto Rodrigo. Rodrigo takes the deflection. Behind for a corner. Good build-up play this from Leeds into Bamford from Ayling. Onto Rodrigo. His shot took a deflection. Behind for the corner, which will be taken by Calvin Phillips. Takes his shot to Matheus Click. Now on to Stuart Dallas, the Northern Irish international. Dallas loses out. Now Diagne's onside as he's inside his own half as he comes forward with possession. Now out to Semi Ajayi. Semi Ajayi knocks the ball down the line for Connor Townsend. On to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Back out to Semi Ajayi. Cooper's across there watching as the 2 number 6 go towards each other. Phillips gets the ball clear. This first Matheus Pereira. Oh, what a fantastic sub from Milan Meslier. West Brom, the better of the two sides so far, creating a lot of the chances. And Milan Meslier has to palm a shot just over there. Here's Ayling into Phillips. To Harrison. Well, is there a free kick to Leeds? There is. A foul on Harrison in there, I think. Foul on Rodrigo, is it? Foul on Rodrigo by Connor Townsend. According to the official, I didn't really see nothing wrong with that. I wondered why Andy Medley brought it back for that free kick there. Free kick to Leeds. Rafinha will take. 5 minutes towards the end of the first half, still goalless. Rafinha off the wall. He'll break in for Johnson to punch clear. Finds Stuart Dallas. Out wide to Jack Harrison. Back to Stuart Dallas. Into Matheus Click. Rafinha. Back to Click. Matheus Click strikes. Takes a deflection behind for a corner. Leeds and on the push towards the end of this first half.
At Bramall Lane, Sheffield United had the home support, but they needed results to go their way. With Leeds United and West Bromwich Albion drawing, if Sheffield United could win, well, they would be up and safe. Commentary in this half comes from Trev Motson.
But Sheffield United have got a very good record against the Clarets at Bramall Lane. 2 defeats in 40 years when Burnley have been the visitors to Bramall Lane. And Sheffield United keep with the same team from midweek against Newcastle. McBurney and Sharp up front. Sharp of course a Boyard Blade. Back 5 there, which could be key to try and keep a clean sheet against a Claret side that is unchanged of course from that 2-2 draw which stopped Liverpool from retaining the league title. Wood and Vidra keep their places up front. And the referee for this game, this crucial game, is Lee Probert from Wiltshire. Lundstrom. Oh, he did magnificently well. And a good crossing too towards McBurney, and back came the Burnley defender to hook it out for a corner. Fleck to take it. 7 forward, 5 in the penalty area. And the ball played in there towards Jack O'Connell, and he hits the side netting. Well, the first chance of the game goes to Sheffield United and to Jack O'Connell. The angle just a bit too acute to get the header on target. Stevens. Osborne. Sheffield United here certainly dominating proceedings in the opening part of the first half as we come up towards halfway past the halfway mark of the first half. McBurney away from Lowton. And Cork goes in, penalty! It was inside the box. Mr. Broman had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. Jack Cork protests the case, but I don't think there's a case to answer. It's a clear and obvious penalty to Sheffield United. McBurney does magnificently well, shrugs off Lowton, and, well, there's no case other than a penalty. Referee had no choice. So, John Fleck against Nick Pope. What a moment for Sheffield United. Can he make it 1-0? He can! John Fleck! He was the cruelest man in the house then when he stepped up to take the penalty. Well, there's nothing dubious about the awarding of it, and there was nothing dubious about this. A pressure kick, and didn't he withstand the pressure superbly? Cool as a cucumber, coolest man in the house, and what a good finish past Pope. Sheffield United have got the lead. Now Vidra. One thing Burnley will do, even though they've got nothing but pride to play for because they're staying up now, is they'll fight the one battle. Sean Dyche will make sure that one playing it back in there, and a chance for Vidra, who scores. Now then, this changes everything for Sheffield United, because if it stays this way, regardless of other results, they are going down. Bramall Lane is stunned and shocked and worried now. 24 minutes gone, and Burnley have struck right back, and Sheffield United just did not switch on from the restart. Wood gets in behind, stays onside, nobody picking up Vidra there by the penalty spot, and in fact takes a wicked deflection, I'm afraid, off Edna Stevens and into the back of the net. So even though we could criticise the poor marking there, it's a bit unfortunate that it cannons off Stevens. But Burnley are back in it, and Sheffield United are relegated as things might well stand. They have to get another goal. Osborne, Fleck, Lundstrom, good football. Billy Sharp, the boy Bride, and shoots wide. That's a good comeback from Sheffield United. And it was Burnley's turn there to switch off, having just scored a goal there. And Billy Sharp almost making it pay there for his boyhood club, the Sheffield United captain. That's 10 minutes of the first half, which has been played terrifically. Good spirit, but a lot of tension in the air. Bogle's cross deflects. Pope came and left it to Taylor in the end. They could have easily got in each other's way. Here's Westwood. Goodmanson. Vidra, the goal scorer for Burnley. And he's shook off his opponent terrifically well. Woods waits in the middle. And Westwood's made a terrific run. And Westwood, the former Sheffield United man, could have sent his own side towards the trapdoor. Vidra does really well, shakes off his opponent. Westwood makes a terrific dash through midfield, turns and shoots, and Aaron Ramsdale makes a super save. 5 minutes to go to half time. As things stand, surely Sheffield United have got to score again. Sharp goes in there. Is that another penalty? No, good tackle. Good tackle. I thought there may have been into a penalty, but the sunlight just blocked my view in the commentary box. Here's McNeil. Here's Vidra. Here's Westwood. Back to Vidra. Big chance now for Burnley. And he's put it wide, and that, if that had gone in, then you would have feared for Sheffield United's Premier League future here. Lovely ball in, and Vidra only got one goal to his credit, almost had another.
So to perhaps the side which had the shortest odds of surviving today, Brighton Hove Albion. All they had to do was beat Arsenal and hopes West Bromwich Albion could stutter against Leeds United. Commentary comes from Trev Tilsley.
Brighton today need a win against Arsenal at the Emirates, something which they've done before recently. Back in 2019 they came away with a 2-1 victory. Graham Potter in his first season in charge there, getting an absolutely wonderful result. A repeat of that today might be enough to save them. They will need a favour from Leeds United, as West Bromwich Albion need to lose and Brighton need to win in order for them to stay up, and hope that Sheffield United also lose. For Arsenal, David Luiz starts his final game for the club after it was announced that he will not be renewing his contract. Martin Odegaard potentially playing his last game for Arsenal as well at the end of his loan spell. This is a team that Graham Potter has picked to keep them in the league. Adam Lallana played as a makeshift right back for the side, which is going all out for a victory here today, with former Arsenal man Danny Welbeck leading the line. Well, the atmosphere here is just palpable. Arsenal can't finish higher than 9th, and they won't finish lower than 10th. This is a nothing game for them in what has been a pretty poor season by their standards, as the ball's whipped in. David Luiz heads it away, but it's come to Moda, who's sent that high and wide. As for Brighton, they will be fighting for absolutely everything out there today. Early sighter for them. They'll hope to be a bit closer to the target next time. Corner whipped in. Looking for Lacazette. Nods it down cleverly to Tierney. Thought about a shot. Elects to go to Partey. He has a crack! Oh, he's hit the post! Oh, the rebound's fallen! What a save! What a save from the Brighton goalkeeper. Look at this. Partey hits that like a traction engine, comes off the post and gets a big left hand to the rebound. Tierney can't believe he hasn't scored. What a moment. Here's Odegaard looking for Aubameyang, finds him. Lacazette, back to Aubameyang, back to Lacazette. He's muscling Lewis Dunk, but Lewis Dunk holds him off well, but falls to Nicolas Pepe. He's hit the post as well. Brighton hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Lewis Dunk did really well to stop Lacazette, but the rebound fell kindly to Pepe, who hits the post. And there's news of a goal, and Sheffield United have taken the lead against Burnley. As things stand, Brighton and West Brom are going down. Here's Pepe playing it into Lacazette. Things could get worse. They have got worse. Alexander Lacazette, who scored against Brighton before, has done it again here today, which could have massive consequences for Brighton. They need a win, and that is not what they needed. Oh, Brighton fans head in hands in the away end. Lacazette, who's had a very indifferent season, with an accomplished finish there. And Arsenal look to finish the season strong. Well, you got a feel for Brighton. They're the underdogs in this match already, and now their task has just got a whole lot more difficult. Well, Burnley have equalised against Sheffield United. That news is coming through, but that doesn't change anything for Brighton. So they've given away a free kick here in a dangerous position. The referee's just going to have a word. Second before half-time could be apocalyptic for Brighton right now. It would all but relegate them, I think, at this point. Martin Odegaard is standing over it. What a farewell this could be. It's Odegaard from distance. Oh, he's hit the crossbar! How close can you be? Brighton hanging on, and just about getting away with it as the half-time whistle goes as we see this replay.
So with Brighton losing and West Bromwich Albion currently drawing with Leeds United, Sheffield United too, if they were to get a result against Burnley, well, 3 points for them would save them.
Stevens has ambled forward. Here's Osborne. Good chip there, and McBurney's got him behind Lowton. If he can keep it in, he has done. The ball pulled back, and it's there! It's 2-1 Sheffield United! They've got hope again! John Fleck gets his second, and with 25 minutes to go, hope springs a turner again for Sheffield United. Bramall Lane rejoices for the time being. But what a super move! And McBurney's run down the right-hand side was brilliant. Look at that ball over the top. Lilton was beaten for pace, and what a lovely ball back. And again, where was the marking there? Tarkowski was the closest Burnley player to John Fleck, who just ghosted in like Martin Peters used to do back in the day. And it's 2-1 to Sheffield United. They're back in business. Boldick quarter of an hour to go. At least Sheffield United are doing their end of the bargaining. It all depends on other results, remember. If Brighton don't win and West Brom lose, then Sheffield United can still stay up. Osborne, Norwood, Sharp, Billy Sharp. Oh, it's a beauty from the Bayern blade! It's 3-1 and it's a superb goal! Oh, listen to the noise now! They have kept their end of the bargain. Now they've got to rely on Arsenal, and Leeds doing their bit. Terrific goal. And what about this? The Bayern blade, the captain of the club, the man that bleeds Sheffield United through and through, has just scored an absolute screamer to give Sheffield United the glimmer of hope in the relegation scrap.
So with Sheffield United leading at Ellen Road, West Bromwich Albion needed to find the goal that would send them through. But could they do so against a Leeds United side determined to finish the season strong?
Phillips turn the corner as Leeds look to try and end the season on the night at Ellen Road. Cleared away to Stuart Allison on the edge of the penalty. Takes it on his chest. Allison to Rodrigo, whose strike is just wide. Good effort from Rodrigo. Leeds piling on the pressure at the start of the second half. Rodrigo's effort goes just wide, trickled wide in the end. It's a throw now for Leeds. Dallas onto Rodrigo. Back to Stuart Dallas. Can he get the ball in? No, he plays it to Matthijs Clip. Onto Rodrigo on the edge of the box. Here's Harrison. Advantage played. Here's Ayling. Harrison again. Back to Ayling. Harrison! Just wide from Jack Harrison. Leeds fans wanted a free kick. Samir Jai with the challenge there on Jack Harrison, who Animadzo was right to play the advantage, and Harrison slipped as his shot came. The ball came back to him from Luke Ayling. A yellow card for Samir Jai there for the challenge, it looks like. That challenge on Rodrigo, yes, it was a dangerous challenge. 15 minutes to go, still goalless. Ball is out wide. And here's Maitland House giving away to Harrison. Now Bamford. Takes clear. Back into Bamford. And he's played Harrison through here. Jack Harrison. Can he score for Leeds United? Jack Harrison! He's playing wide! Leeds really should have scored there.
With West Bromwich Albion struggling, could Brighton seize the opportunity to save themselves? Despite the results taking place at Bramall Lane, everybody that was in a seagull shirt knew they had to beat Arsenal.
Robert goes down under a challenge in the D, and it is a free kick. Trossard not happy with David Luiz getting in amongst it in his final game. He's had quite the career in the Premier League as David Luiz. His ultimate spell hasn't quite been what he'd hoped for, although he has got an FA Cup winners medal and a Community Shield to his name, which he's not got too little to show for. Now Gross stands over this. An early goal could really set them up. He goes for goal, it's hit the wall. Now Basuma whips it in, headed away. Only as far as Veltman. Just about gets it to McAllister. Now Mapai again, and Mapai scored again! He loves scoring against Arsenal, and in the biggest game for Brighton in their recent history. That is a massive, massive goal. It might not be enough to save them, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. Arsenal just failing to clear their lines. McAllister kept that alive brilliantly, and Mapai, who has a habit of scoring against Arsenal, does it again. He did it in 2019, as did Lacazette, I might add. We're getting a bit of a repeat going on here. They do need a second. That's what they need to stay up. There's been another goal in the Sheffield United Burnley game, and Sheffield United have scored again, so Brighton and West Brom are currently going down as things stand. Here's Mapai, Bissouma. You can hear the Brighton fans certainly getting up for it. They know what they need. More importantly, West Brom still are not winning against Leeds, so there is still a chance for them as Bellerin's getting a talking to. Bit of a sloppy foul this on Bissouma. Don't know what Hector Bellerin's protesting about, to be honest. It was a foul. Still no news from Ellen Road. Mapai, the goal scorer, has come off, and Tau is on as Graham Potter rolls the dice. Ball is whipped in towards the substitute Tau. Oh, it's a scramble in the box and it's hoofed away. It was Partey. Now McAllister. Trossard. Adam Lallana on the edge of the box. Oh, just wide of the mark. Agonisingly close for Brighton. They know just one goal is all they need. And how close was that? Adam Lallana is gone from a title challenge, title winning team to a team fighting relegation. Here's McAllister. He's been excellent today. Goes down under another challenge. I think it was Odegaard with the foul. Referee's not going to do anything else. But McAllister has been in amongst it today, making sure that Brighton win all the second balls. He's done excellent. Ross stands over it. Elects to try and pass it. It's come to Tau. Oh, it's been won by Partey. Oh, and they've given the ball away here, Arsenal. Zakiri from distance, just wide. Bit of a half chance, that one. He's disappointed with himself. It was a gift from the Arsenal defence here. Completely blindsided the defender. Couldn't find the target though. More goal news for you. Sheffield United have a third. They're doing their parts. Oh, and Trossard. He's broken free here. Trossard. Is this a chance? No! Denied by Bert Leno. Was that the moment? Through one-on-one. Leno denies Brighton. You've got to score those chances if you want to stay in the Premier League. With 5 minutes to go. Some Brighton fans can't look. Here's Zakiri from distance, forces Leno into a great save. And you can see the frustration. Brighton, they've done everything right this second half. They've put Arsenal under all the pressure in the world. They just can't quite find that goal that will keep them up.
With Brighton and Hove Albion drawing against Arsenal, West Bromwich Albion knew that one goal will keep them in the Premier League, as Sam Allardyce and his side went for broke.
In towards Stuart Dallas, it's cleared out to Harrison. Now Rodrigo can fetch the ball forward. Here's Cooper. Here's Harrison. Mateus Click. On for Bamford. Back to Rodrigo. Looks out for Mateus Click. He's onside. Click's in behind. Mateus Click has scored! Surely Leeds have won it! 87th minute of play. The subs bench on the pitch. Strikes in there. Bielsa's on the pitch. His coach staff are all on the pitch there for Leeds. With that very late goal.
A goal can change the mood so quickly. Suddenly West Bromwich Albion, in pushing so many men forward, were caught on the break. Leeds United with that goal, unless West Brom can score twice, are effectively relegated. As things stand, Sheffield United are safe. That is unless Brighton can find a goal and beat Arsenal.
We're into the last chance saloon. Here's Tau. Gross. Tau again. Brighton need to get the ball forward. Time is slipping away. Lallana. Zakiri's through. Is this the moment? Zakiri! On the very brink of relegation, Zakiri has come up with the biggest goal in Brighton's history. The away end is an absolute mess. It is a scene of pure ecstasy. Look at this build-up play. Adam Lallana, the cool head, slices the defence apart, and Zakiri, who's had multiple chances here tonight, that comes oh so close, finally gets it to go. Leno can do nothing about it. That could be the goal that saves Brighton and Hove Albion.
And there is a full-time whistle. Leeds United win by a goal to nil. Matthias Klick's 88th minute winner sees West Brom fall in the final hurdle. They needed to win to have a chance to stay up, and they may have just been relegated there. West Bromwich Albion.
They've beaten Burnley here by 3 goals to 1. 2 goals from Fleck and 1 from Billy Sharp. Vidra with the equaliser for Burnley. But I'm afraid to say that results at Leeds and Arsenal did not go Sheffield United's way. And after 2 years in the top flight, they are relegated, I'm afraid to say, back to the Championship next season. They've won here by 3 goals to 1, but it's not enough. They will go down after 2 years in the Premier League.
And they are safe. They've done it. Against all the odds. They were written off. They were dead and buried. But they have come back, and Graham Potter's side have pulled off the great escape. They needed all the results to go their way, and they needed a win at the Emirates. And they have done it. Unbelievable scenes here today. They were up against it in the first half. They rode their luck. Arsenal hit the post and bar 3 times. They could have been down and out, but they held on. They hung on in there. And they carved themselves out 2 major chances which they took. And they have just about, by the finest of margins, stayed in the Premier League. It has finished here at the Emirates Stadium after an extremely dramatic and exciting affair on a final day which we won't forget for a while. It's finished. Arsenal 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2.
So a quite extraordinary bit of football there. The survival has happened for Brighton and Hove Albion. Commiserations to Sheffield United and to West Bromwich Albion, who are both relegated from the Premier League this season. They joined Fulham and will be in the Championship next season, or in this case, as we'll call it, the First Division. For Brighton and Hove Albion, a stunning escape by them and a great recovery from Graham Potter's men. Bear in mind, Brighton were the last team to win a game here in the Premier League at the beginning of it, so it is a quite extraordinary turnaround of fortunes. So, what about that final Champions League spot? Manchester United, Manchester City and Liverpool are all there. Leicester were hoping to. They were denied on the final day of the season this time last year. Could they go one better? Standing in the way was Jose Mourinho's Tottenham Hotspur. But would Jose Mourinho be the manager if Spurs qualify for the Champions League next season? To answer all these questions, your commentator for this one is Trevor Davis. So it all comes down to this for Leicester City and for Tottenham Hotspur today. The Champions League football final place will be decided between these two sides. Of course, Leicester City have one more game to play. That is the FA Cup final in 2 weeks' time. For Spurs, their entire season verges on the following 90 minutes of football. For them, a draw is enough to guarantee qualification. For Leicester, this afternoon, nothing but a win will do. And it has a real cup final atmosphere this afternoon in the King Power, I can assure you of that. Brendan Rodgers has spent many time hyping up his players, and their season boils down to this moment. Yuri Tielemans and Wilfred Ndidi partner James Maddison in the midfield. Vardy is supported by Harvey Barnes and Charles Ndao. Wesley Fofana is chosen over Johnny Evans at centre-half to partner Soyuncu. At Tottenham Hotspur, Kane is supported by Dele Alli, Harry Errington, Pierre Holberg in central midfield. Lucas Moura and Sergi Bergwijn is in the midfield. Dyer partners Alderweireld after Gareth Bale failed to lace fitness chest and finds himself on the bench. Well, here today we pretty much has the second best attacking force against the second best defending force in the league. And we could well settle the argument once for all. The Champions League is the prize for the winner if you're Leicester City, who are in all blue, kicking from left to right. As for Tottenham Hotspur today, well, for them, a draw will do. Here's Harry Kane. Going back to Serge Aurier, who sprints forward. Yuri Tielemans is there. Lucas Moura, Kane, Moura. That's a great ball looking for Dele Alli. Soyuncu is there. Steven Bergwijn. And there with a delightful ball through to Jamie Vardy. Opening chance here for Leicester City. 1-0. And the danger of Jamie Vardy on the counter-attack has exposed Tottenham, and Leicester City have just the start they needed. As things stand, they're heading for the UEFA Champions League next season. Under saw the pass. This all stems from an excellent interception. Then the ball through by Under. Vardy completely split the defence. Alderweireld and Dyer and Winks were caught completely flat. And there was the finish, but what a fantastic through ball. And from when the position Vardy found himself through, despite being surrounded, coolly powered the ball home. Leicester City lead. Across to Serge Aurier. Dele Alli. Holberg to Bergwijn. Good control, good strength. Showing the ball away from Ndidi. Playing in Harry Kane. Excellent challenge by Soyuncu. Clearance finds Under again. Leicester City can come on the counter-attack. Vardy outweighs Barnes. And Barnes has got away here for Leicester City. Vardy's out for support. Harvey Barnes! Oh! Nearly went all the way. And Leicester City on the counter-attack at the moment. This afternoon, electrifying. Great work by Harvey Barnes. 15 getting better of the other 15. Eric Dyer left standing, and Barnes couldn't quite find the finish. The FA Cup final beckons, but a place here in the UEFA Champions League in Europe's Premier competition awaits. Tielemans with a quick ball through. Barnes, great touch, inside, curls one! Oh, how unlucky! Harvey Barnes again, a brilliant quick free kick. Gets himself past Dyer again, tries to curl it inside. Maddison to Under. Vardy wanting it early. Maddison does find Vardy in the end. Across, Barnes! Oh, it struck the post! It was nearly 2-0. Barnes' effort was so well hit, and it's just struck the woodwork. But here comes Leicester again through Jamie Vardy. That effort is deflected. Under will try and isn't able to keep it in. Vardy's effort here was the effort that was blocked. As we see, did well on the turn. Good block there by Alderweireld. But the real credit has to go for the effort by Harvey Barnes. Struck it fiercely. Inside of the post, coming to the rescue of Hugo Lloris, and that's an important moment in this contest. Definitely been the player of the match thus far, Harvey Barnes. Here he goes again. Vardy ahead of him. Wants support inside. Got in from Maddison. Now back to Barnes. Trying to take everybody on. It's found Jamie Vardy! Vardy's effort runs wide, but it's all down to the wonderful work by Harvey Barnes, who's making everything happen today. Barnes, Maddison combining, Vardy getting the shots, and it just caught the side netting in the end. This is Reguilon. Holberg. Now Dele Alli with a little bit of space. Does he fancy a crack? It took a deflection, and it's landing at Kasper Schmeichel, who is thankful for that. Holberg. Clever ball into Kane. He can't get a shot away, Harry Kane. Leicester escape again. And there. Looking for Vardy, but Alderweireld is across, but doesn't intercept it correctly. Maddison. Oh, delightful back of the hill flick by Vardy. Ricardo Pereira brings the ball back for Leicester City at the moment.
They're definitely playing the better football. Maddison, Vardy, Barnes, still Barnes, and the save by Hugo Lloris. Oh, what tenacity from Harvey Barnes. Lucas Moura, Dele Alli all lose it, and Lloris palms it away. Good stop, but excellent play from Harvey Barnes. If you're a Leicester supporter, it's been just the half you've been hoping for. You're a Tottenham supporter, well, you got a couple of minutes to change all that just before half time. That may happen, but Bergwijn found himself through, and there is Schmeichel. The first time in the match, Leicester are caught out. Holberg's through ball. Bergwijn found himself through. What an important save that was by Kasper Schmeichel. Shades of his old man there. So, came at the corner. 45th minutes at King Power Stadium. Reguilon! Didn't look convincing when he made contact with the ball, Reguilon. Got his head up, but it just didn't look, it had the convictional power to beat Schmeichel. But it's better from Spurs. Dele Alli has done so well! Schmeichel saves. What a wonderful run that was. Dele Alli did so well, such good strength, but once again Kasper Schmeichel making a big save. As things stand, Leicester City are heading for the Champions League. The Spurs, it's Europa League football at the moment. Ricardo Pereira. And tried to take a touch and get it past. It has working because Ricardo Pereira has picked the ball up and asked his fellow player to pick the ball back in and play. Maddison tries to curl one, and he wasn't far away, James Maddison. Here's Castagna. Barnes. It looks effortless. I assure you it isn't. Leicester players are working overtime. Tielemans offering support. Barnes, who in the end has been tackled by Sergio Aurier. And Dele Alli, his Premier League season is over. On comes Tugay Tombale to try and change things around for Tottenham Hotspur. We need more of the ball. Not got enough of it today, that is for sure. Yuri Tielemans. Clever pass. Barnes has caught! That's a penalty! In fact, that is not a penalty. Has Barnes been caught here for diving? Yes, he is. Great spot by the referee. Harvey Barnes caught diving. That'll be a booking. And it works out for Spurs, who have 15 minutes to find an equalising goal that would take them through to the Champions League. As for Leicester, as it stands, they'll be playing in Europe's Premier Cup competition next season. Maddison. Revealwell gets it away, but still Leicester have the monopoly in the ball in the second half. Ricardo Pereira. Tielemans, clever touch. Maddison, very clever touch. Jamie Vardy, clever turn. Vardy's effort is saved. Lloris did well. Here's Barnes. Barnes is crossed into the danger area. Eric Dyer heads it away as much as Castagna. Tielemans, Castagna, Maddison, that's another important block. Leicester City corner. And the way Leicester have played in this second half, by heavens, they deserve it. Of course, they still have one more game to go for Tottenham Hotspur. Off on their holidays after this for Leicester. They've still got the FA Cup final to come. Oh, Tielemans is over this. 2/3 possession. 4 in the box. Vardy was in the box! And it has been tipped onto the bar by Hugo Lloris, who's made a brilliant save, I think. Well, Vardy found himself free. He got the header in. And, well, you don't get much more unlucky than that. It's no more than Leicester deserved the second goal today. That is definitely for sure. Leicester City are in the UEFA Champions League again, and deservedly so. On this big occasion, Jamie Vardy starts it. Leicester's party will be paused on hold ahead of the FA Cup final in a couple of weeks' time. But this afternoon, Leicester have produced the goods, have beaten Tottenham Hotspur today, deservedly and convincingly so. Probably deserved to win by more than the 1-goal margin in which they did. But for Brendan Rodgers' men, UEFA Champions League football is confirmed next season, an FA Cup final to come. For Leicester City, it is an end to a fantastic Premier League campaign by them. For Jose Mourinho and Spurs, well, where do they go here? Full time, Leicester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
So congratulations to Brendan Rodgers. Not only is his side now going to be in the FA Cup final, they're also going to be playing in the Champions League next season. Absolutely fantastic efforts by all those involved at Leicester. Commiseration to Spurs, and we can also confirm with that Jose Mourinho has left his post as the manager of Tottenham Hotspur as a result. So real drama taking place of that. We don't know who will take over as be the permanent manager, but I suppose they have got the summer to try to work that out. So while Daniel Levy scratches his head, it's time for us to give you a review of all the other games that took place today. At the Etihad, it was a chance to say goodbye to Sergio Aguero, as Manchester City knew winning by nothing more than 15-0 was what they needed to realistically challenge for the championship. Phil Foden's effort struck the bar earlier on in the first half, and that was about as close as City were to get. A frustrating afternoon in which Manchester City didn't quite get the send-off perhaps they deserved. Maybe so denied by an excellent bit of goalkeeping there from Jordan Pickford, denying İlkay Gündoğan. Manchester City continued to make their chances. Raheem Sterling heading down Kevin De Bruyne's cross, and it fell to Phil Foden on his left foot. What a tasty promise he's going to be in the England lineup this summer. But as the game wore on, it turned out it was another centre-forward that tried to steal the limelight. Dominic Calvert-Lewin flicking the ball up and volleying it, and denied by Ederson in what would have been an absolutely mouth-watering goal had it gone in. Aguero did have all the free kicks and chances in the world. You could tell everyone at the Etihad was absolutely willing that Aguero could go get the winning goal in the match. Sergio Aguero had to watch as Raheem Sterling's effort was brilliantly saved by Pickford. But there was one final chance in the game. It did fall to Sergio Aguero. It wasn't quite that moment against Queen's Park Rangers as it was before. Phil Foden laying it off to Aguero, who just couldn't quite curl it inside the post. Perhaps a metaphor for Manchester City's season. Not quite there. As to Everton, disappointment after they started so strongly. As a result of that, Manchester United are the Premier League champions of 2020-21. Liverpool were hoping that they could recover their stuttering starts to the campaign and finish off strong. Well, they started off quite nicely. An excellent bit of exchange events. James Milner captaining the side this afternoon, his effort going wide of the post. But Liverpool did get the goal and did win the game. As the reserves came out in the force in this match, very much Jurgen Klopp got his mind set on the FA Cup final in 2 weeks' time. There was a break shot, it has to be said, by Mo Salah that was well saved by Vincent Gaeta, but in the end it had too much force behind it and found its way into the net. Benteke, a former Liverpool man himself, nearly wrote the script and got himself in on the goal, but in the end it wasn't to be. And in the end there was one final chance again for Mane and Salah to combine, but Salah's effort ended up striking the bar. Crystal Palace survived. Roy Hodgson, his last top-flight game, ends in defeat sadly. For Liverpool, they've secured themselves the third pot and the Champions League football next season. Aston Villa and Chelsea turned out to be one of the games of the day. Two sides slept and it had a little bit of an end of a season feel to it. That wasn't until Mason Mount picked the ball up, this long-range effort just flying over the bar. There were chances indeed for Chelsea as the game wore on, and in the second half they continued to arise. Ben Chilwell's crosshair was met by Timo Werner, who couldn't direct it goalwards. Of course, Chelsea know that their season all depends on the Champions League semi-final, and with them not playing Champions League football next season, they were hoping that they could go and at least finish the season strongly. And there were chances for Werner, meeting Azpilicueta's header but not able to direct it goalwards. There were also chances for Aston Villa in the game, who've had the worst run of form of all the sides in the Premier League leading up to this. Out of the last 15 points available, they claimed nothing. But that looked to be changing for them, where late in the day Ollie Watkins broke three of the Chelsea defence, beat Edouard Mendy from close range and put Aston Villa 1-0 up. 16 minutes to go, Villa Park were hoping that they could break their dreadful end of the season form and go get themselves a goal. That was until Timo Werner, played in by Mason Mount, coolly finished the ball home after Martinez found himself off the line and with 2 minutes of the 90 to go had equalised. One apiece between both these sides. The football itself wasn't quite what we'd expect, but for Chelsea and Aston Villa, probably a season of perhaps if, buts and maybes. Fulham, relegated to the Championship, knew this would be the last Premier League game for at least another season. They'll be hoping to bounce back straight away. What they won't hope is to face Alan Saint-Maxim again. When he combined brilliantly with Andy Carroll, he found himself one-on-one with Areola and finished with aplomb. Newcastle United were worried at one point that they were going to be involved in a relegation scrap. As it turned out, they climbed themselves up to mid-table safety quite comfortably. For Fulham, it's bye-bye to the Premier League. West Ham United at one point looked like they were odds on to play European football, but it hasn't been in the end. Still, they got a great goal in the end today. Goodbye Jesse Lingard as his loan move finished during Manchester United. He arrived on the end of a left-footed cross and was able to beat Fraser Foster right across him at the far post. A fine finish and definitely one that London Stadium will remember. Jesse Lingard has grown to be a real fan favourite down in East London. For Southampton, long journey home for them, but still Premier League football secured for West Ham United and for David Moyes a chance to grow. Well, after all those results, here they are for the very last time for the final 10 games of the 380 brilliant Premier League games we brought you this season. A standout result, of course, Brighton's 2-1 last-minute win. It was the latest goal scored in the day, and it keeps them in the Premier League, and one of the most amazing finales that we have seen for many a year. You've seen some of the other results. You haven't seen the result at the bottom, I believe. Man United Wolves coming up very shortly. Bottom half of the table, confirmation of relegation, Brighton surviving by a single point on that day. Crystal Palace say goodbye to Roy Hodgson, as does Nuno, who also leaves Wolves. Both of those sides hoping for a rebuild as time goes on. Leeds United finished 11th on their first time returning to the Premier League in 16 years. Manchester United are confirmed champions by 5 points. They conceded the least amount of goals, they lost the least amount of games, and they scored the most goals. Overall, they did deserve to claim that Premier League trophy this season. Manchester City and Liverpool will hope to do a lot better next season. Leicester City confirmed as well they will be in the Champions League next season. Spurs and Chelsea will find themselves in the UEFA Cup. So last but not least, what about Manchester United? I hear you say, why haven't we featured them? Well, it's your point to recognise that Manchester City needed to score at least 15-0 or hope Wolves beat them to a similar matter to claim the championship. But we thought we'd do something a little special for you. Since Manchester United let go of Jose Mourinho 2.5 years ago, they've been trying to find their feet and trying to find their former glories. It took a former player and mentor, Sir Alex Ferguson, to find that little bit of magic they needed to win the league. Bye-bye.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic, magic, magic, magic.